And we back. Boy, do I have a challenge for y'all. See, I love challenges. Shout out to everybody to be in the comment section, hitting me up on Twitter, yada, 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 with challenges, because it does help the channel. But I love those challenges that make you think. It ain't always just about, here, Kenny, put together a great team, and now I win a championship, but I gotta use this. So I think we're calling today's video, or today's challenge, the Around the League one, because that's what that was the name that the guy that gave it to me called it. It comes from Casey. Casey, thank you so much. See, you could be Casey in next video if you leave a good challenge. Across the League challenge, create a 10-man rotation with players who collectively have played for all 30 NBA teams. So for example, if you have Zach LaVine, he would only count for 2 teams. I was reading so good there, and then dyslexia kicked in. If you have Tobias Harris, he would count for 5 teams because he played for the Bucks. He played for the Do you remember all these teams that Tobias played for? Sometimes I'll be forgetting that he did play for the Bucks for a little bit of time. He played for Orlando, and now he's with the Sixers, and he's really good. But before that, he was just kind of here and there. So that's what we have to do in today's video. Create a 10-player rotation that accumulates all 30 NBA teams. So a lot of thinking and a lot of playing your cards right. Be sure to leave a like, and if you're new around here, subscribe. We hit 1 million. Thank y'all so much for that. But we're trying to get to 1.1. I don't know. What is the next milestone? Let's say 1.1, and we can't hit that if you don't subscribe. Let's randomly select our team as we always do. I'm closing my eyes to stop it in 3, and 2, and 1. We're running with the Orlando Magic in today's video. Let's see what number pick we have. See, I can't tell. We have the 4th pick. Wow. That's 2 videos in a row. We ended up with a top 5 pick. The luck is on my side. I can't tell if this challenge is going to be really hard or I'm overplaying how hard it's going to be. So let me do something. Okay, so I went on a random website and found a checklist, and I added all 30 NBA teams. And where we're going to come back here, if we get to 76, we cross them off the list. Improvising. I had no idea the site existed 4 minutes ago, and here we are. If I'm not mistaken, we were the Orlando Magic. So let me go and deselect everybody except for the Orlando Magic and see who we already have on our team. We had a top 5 pick, so that means we have Kawhi, D'Angelo Russell, Montrezl Harrell, Draymond Green, Tim Hardaway Jr., Markelle Fultz. This is a bad team for the talents, and here's why. Kawhi has only played for 3 teams. He only accounts for 3. D'Angelo Russell has played for 3 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Montrezl Harrell, 3 teams. The Lakers count too, by the way. I know it's not on his list right now, but it counts. So 3 teams. Draymond, 1 team. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been up and down. He's been, you know what? Maybe not a terrible team, but we got 2 teams for Markelle, 2 teams for Jakob, 3 teams, 2 teams. So, oh, Jeff Green. Yes. We're keeping a player like Jeff Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Brooklyn will be 10. Jeff Green has played for 10 teams. A third of the league is taken care of if we keep Jeff Green on the team, which we will do. Jeff Green is here to stay, bro. He just is. Like, here's another way to prove it. Look how many jerseys are here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this counts as 1 because it's Seattle and OKC. And it's just like, he's been everywhere. You can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams he's played on. We need to get a few journeymen. And Uncle Jeffrey Lynn Green counts as that. So it makes things a little bit easier. Who else is here? Shout out to the homie Frank Jackson. But after that, we've got a bunch of players that have played for 1 or 2, 3 teams. So Kawhi, as good as he is, I'm thinking about trading. I might trade Kawhi for a guy that's played for more teams that is also better or in the same realm of player. But the thing is, if you're an elite level player, typically you only play for a few different rosters. So now that I'm looking at this, actually Kawhi playing for 4 teams is more than Bron. It's more than Curry. It's more than Giannis. It's the same as KD. 1, 2, 3. No, it's more than KD. So actually Kawhi might be the guy to stay. Yeah, we might keep Kawhi because he's the only guy of the elite that has played for multiple teams. Jimmy Butler's in that realm as well, but I think I'd rather have Kawhi. So okay, Kawhi, you're here to stay. Who do we do? What do we do after that? D'Angelo Russell's up here. We already mentioned that he's for 4 teams. You know what? Jeff Green is here to stay. So let me cross off the Jeff Green teams. Jeff Green started in OKC. Get him off of the list. Then he went to Boston. Get the C's, get him off the list. Minnesota Grizzlies. Oh my God. I don't even really remember the Minnesota days like that. Does that make me a casual fan? Possibly. Orlando. Oh my God, that's a deep cut because I definitely forgot he played for the Magic. Cleveland, definitely remember those days. Washington is, I forget. Jeff Green has been on safe. Jeff Green has been on a third of the teams in the NBA. That is crazy. We got Houston and we got the Jazz in the same season. And then now he plays for the Brooklyn Nets. So just like that, all of these teams are gone. So I'm going to drag them to the bottom here so I know that we have completed these teams. Jeff Green is an untouchable piece on my Jeff Green is an untouchable piece on my team. And no team has ever said those words because that's the reason he has played for 10 freaking teams, because no team has ever been like, you can't get him. So since we're here, we might as well get the Kawhi teams here. San Antonio done, Toronto done. And this is kind of insane because him and Jeff Green only have one overlay, and that's the Clippers. So we still got 30 minus 12 is 8. We still have 18 teams to be accounted for. That was tough. Mathematics, not my strong suit. Y'all have seen that time and time on this channel. Okay, so let's make everybody the position that'll make them the best to be trade assets. Because also we have to build a championship team on top of it. So it's not just about getting this player to complete the challenge. The challenge is not complete until we win a championship. So we can get all the requirements that our boy gave us, but if we don't win, it don't matter. So let's see, D'Angelo Russell. If I throw him in a first round pick in the trade finder, can we get a guy that's been around the league quite a bit? Toby, we already said that Toby played for 5 teams, right? We have Milwaukee, who we still have on. No, the Clippers we already accounted for. So if we trade for him, we'd be adding 3 teams to the pot because we'd be adding 76ers, we'd be adding Detroit, and we'd be adding Milwaukee. I'll do this trade. I'll do this trade. And we get Rashawn Holmes, who's played for 3, but he's not safe. Toby, welcome to the team. So with Toby, the Bucks are gone, the 76ers are gone, and Detroit is gone. Not too bad. Not too bad of a trade. We just added 3. Even though, if I'm not mistaken, we traded away a guy that also had 3. Because D'Angelo Russell would have been able to get us Golden State, Minnesota, and that's it because we already had Brooklyn and we already had. Okay, so actually that's not too bad. That's a good trade. So now we have a big 3 of Kawhi, Tobias Harris, and Jeff Green. That's a big 3 at the moment. That's a big 3. Okay, let's go get a point guard. Who is a point guard that has played for a decent amount of teams that we don't have accounted for? So all positions, point guards. We also need somebody that's relatively cheap because we have Kawhi, and then we also have Tobias Harris now, who's has a bigger contract than maybe we should have taken on. Yo, this is actually hard, bro. I'm actually struggling to try to put together the guy. Derrick Rose. If we trade for Derrick Rose, we get rid of the Knicks, we get rid of Chicago, and that's it. That'd be +2. Is that worth it? Is it worth it to have plus Derrick Rose? I'm adding to the list, and the reason I'm adding to the list because. Ooh, they made VO a point guard in 2K. See, that lets you know I don't play 2K unless I'm recording the video nowadays. I didn't even know VO was a point guard now. Man, Derrick Rose might be the best option here. He legit might be the best option here. George Hill has been around a little bit. San Antonio, Indiana, Utah, we already got. Sacramento, Cleveland. Where's the real life journey? Isaiah Thomas? Where's the real life journeyman of the league? And you know what I need to be looking at? Players that are old. J.J. Barea, he don't count. He's been in Dallas and Minnesota. Those are the only 2 places. But like Lou Williams, we already got Houston. We already got the Clippers. We don't have the Lakers, so the Lakers be added 1. The Atlanta Hawks we don't have. Philly we already got. So that'd be like a +2. That's not really worth anything. Rondo, Chicago, New Orleans, the Kings, the Mavericks. Oh my God. We got to trade for Rondo. That's beneficial to everybody. Rondo has to come onto the team. Yep. They giving us a first round pick. I made Frank Jackson a shooting guard at 6'3", and they're like, yeah, let's do it. We'll do that trade. Cool. So let me get the Rondo teams off the list. So Lakers, get out of here, Lakers. Can I not move anymore? There we go. Lakers, gone. Gone. This is so bad. Bulls gone. Atlanta gone, because he played for Atlanta this season. Kings gone. Bro, this was a legendary trade for this challenge, bro. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 teams to be accounted for. Now, we still have to build a championship team. I keep having to stress that. We still have to build a championship team, and that has been a struggle so far. Because right now, it's Kawhi Leonard, it's Montrez, who I'm not keeping, and Tobias Harris. Oh, and Jeff Green. and Jeff Green. So, let's try to do the Montrez Draymond Green with a Markelle Fultz. Should be able to get us something nice. This is a trade that's not necessarily for the challenge, but it's for the championship aspect. I'm bringing in CJ and Yusuf Nurkic. CJ is here to stay. Yusuf Nurkic is not. So us trading for CJ only accounts for 1 because CJ has been a lifer in Portland so far. So I'll get that off the list. That is an added team. So now we're down to our final. But then again, that was a guy I wanted onto the team just because I know that boy can hoop. You know what I'm saying? He can get us some buckets. And him, Tobias Harris, and Kawhi is a pretty solid big 3. We got a superstar caliber player and 2 players that are, you know, all-star conversation type players. You know what I'm saying? Definitely this season. So we have to flip Montrezl Harrell for a center that we like. I'll throw in Tim Hardaway Jr. Dallas, we already got. I had to look at Tim Hardaway Jr. because he, you know what I'm saying, he been around a little bit. Let's go get this center position. Thaddeus Young, they're classifying as a center now. 2K? I have not missed a single Chicago Bulls game this season. I know it's terrible to say. He does play a lot of small ball center. I'll give them that. But since the Vucevic trade, that's been dead. You know what I'm saying? They're late to the party is the point I'm trying to make. They're late to the Tobias, the Thaddeus Young center party. And this is not a good trade for us because we've already got all these teams accounted for. Also, what I'm thinking, I don't need a power forward, so I'm not thinking about Sabonis trade. I'm thinking that everybody watching this video, ooh, Chris Middleton. We don't need Chris Middleton. Donovan Mitchell? We already took care of Utah. But shouldn't I just do this trade to win? We got CJ though. So if I do that trade, I would be like, don't test me with the Chris Paul. We can't trade Rondo. If I do that trade, that would mean I'll be like taking subtraction away from CJ and letting Donovan Mitchell be the guy. Also get Otto Porter, who accounts for the Washington Wizards, who are already gone, the Chicago Bulls and the Orlando Magic. All of those are gone. 2 first-round picks. I'll do this trade. CJ, I'm going to have to uncheck the Portland Trail Blazers because you are not safe now that I have Donovan Mitchell. I have another all-star, like actual all-star. No disrespect, CJ. Shout out to CJ. Come into my show, please. We'd love to have you as a guest. But I got to trade you away right now. Think about doing this trade. This will get the Pacers off of the list, and this will also get the Nuggets off of the list. And Minnesota. We haven't got Minnesota either. So I think there's a trade we can do. I have to uncheck the Portland Trail Blazers, but Portland gets unchecked. But we add Minnesota. We add the Pacers to the list because we just traded for two of their guys. So I think I like that trade a lot. Now let me figure out what we need. The center position can use some help. I like Malcolm Brogdon and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt. I like Kawhi and Tobias Harris, of course. Let's go get a center that we trust a little bit more than some of these other guys. And you know what? I have good centers here. I'm not saying that I don't, but yeah, but I would want better. I just want better. That's all. Not, you know, we got good centers on the roster. I just want better. So if I throw in Otto Porter, 28. I forgot he was on that 28 pill. Sheesh. Otto Porter, Yusuf Nurkic, and the last first-round pick we got to give us a legendary center. Or Jalen Smith. This trade doesn't improve our challenge at all. We already got both of Clint Capella's teams. We already got the Grizzlies done. But it's just a trade that'll make our team better. There's our center, Clint Capella, who's been killing it this season. And now we need to find the Cavs, the Heat, the Hornets, the Knicks, the Suns, the Warriors, and Portland all on the bench. I'm thinking about trading for some journeymen. I'll admit that. I'm thinking about journeyman picks. So like Dennis Smith Jr.'s $5 million with Hernan Gomez in a second. You can't tell me I can't get a good journeyman to be added to the list that's played for some of these teams. Okay, we're making a trade for Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo's played for Portland, which we need off the list. He's played for New York, which we need off the list. That's +2. That's a W. I mean, we already got Denver. So we get +2 on this. We already got OKC. Then I get Sebastian Napier. Sebastian Napier, does he fit anything? No. He got the Heat. He got the Heat. So maybe we do this trade. Knicks done. Portland done, and that's because of Carmelo Anthony. Do I want to say Sebastian Napier is safe because he gets rid of the Heat? I'm going to say as of right now, Sebastian Napier is safe because he gets rid of the Heat. Now, who are some other players that I haven't accounted for Like Jacopoto has only played for 2, and we got those covered. Rashawn Holmes has played for the Kings. He's played for Phoenix, who we don't have yet. Rashawn Holmes might be safe. Yep, he's safe. Phoenix off of the list. Rashawn Holmes has played there. So we need the Warriors, the Cavs, and Charlotte. And in order to do that, we have Brandon Clark as a trade piece. We have Jacopoto as a trade piece. And that's pretty much it. Everybody else on this team is safe. So we have 2 players to potentially trade to get 3 teams. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I ain't even thinking about fit no more. I don't care if you're a center or a power forward or anything in between. Center and power forward are next to each other. But you get what I'm saying. I just need a guy that fits these challenges. I'm traded for the shortest of kings, Isaiah Thomas. He gets rid of our Cleveland Cavaliers because he did play there for a season, or at least half of a season. Everything else we already got checked, but that is a +1 for us. Now we down to the Hornets and the Warriors. Off the top of my head, is there a player? Brad Wanamaker. Where's Brad Wanamaker at? Bro, where's Brad Wanamaker at, bro? He's played for the Warriors and the Hornets this season alone. So it won't be in 2K's terms, but this year he played for both. Brad. Oh, I went last name. I'm like, wait, those aren't the only Brads. Brad Wanamaker. Add him to the list, baby. Where you at? Not Brad. Oh, he's a free agency. That's a W. That's it. That's the challenge. Now, the only problem is, all of these players have to play. There's a checklist. Bada boom, bada bam. All 30 done. All of these players have to be in a rotation. I'm pretty sure that's what the challenge said. Every player that you get has to be in a rotation. So, well, we have to do that. Or did he say 10-man rotation? I don't remember. I'm gonna say. Oh, he did say 10-man rotation. He did say 10-man rotation. What do? We have to, okay, to make this a 10-man rotation, we have to trade Brandon Clark because he doesn't help us out at all. Yo. Okay. All right. I gotta do a lot of reformulating because I forgot about the 10-man rotation. Rondo and Jeff Green have to be in this rotation. I've been sitting here for a minute trying to figure out how we do it. Like, I think Donovan Mitchell has to be traded. Real life. He hasn't played for enough teams. I think we need to trade Donovan Mitchell for a player that has played for a lot of teams. But the only problem is the reason why we were able to get Donovan Mitchell is because he's on a rookie contract. So, like, every player that we're going to get offered is also going to be on a rookie contract. Or play for one team like Bam Adebayo. You know what I'm saying? So, Jordan Clarkson accounts for like 4 Oh, my God. This is impossible now. What? Hello? Hello? I mean, normal rebuild, that's a deal. But we're not in a normal rebuild situation anymore. This is where we're at with the challenge. I'm unselecting everybody, and I'm going to try to... Do I just restart? The whole 10-man rotation thing kind of kills it. You know what I'm saying? It makes it a lot more difficult than what it actually is. A 10-man rotation means that on average, every player on our team, every player in our rotation had to play for 3 different teams from each other, which seems impossible in a way. Okay, so what I just did now is I got rid of the teams that Rajon Rondo was on. It's a good amount of them, and it's whoa. Why did they duplicate C's? I didn't tell them to do that. It's a good amount of them, which is good. Also, what I got to start thinking about is for the later half of our 10-man rotation, I got to think about players that are bona fide journeymen. Most franchises played for. Ish Smith has played for 11 franchises. Trevor Ariza has played for 10. DJ Augustine has played for 10. Jeff Green we already got Jeff Green. We have to get some of these players in here. Yeah, we have to get some. We got to go look at what Ish Smith had to offer and what teams we could check off if we added Ish Smith. Or I guess Anthony Tolliver now just added 76ers to his list. He just keep adding up. I can't believe that we have this many players to play for that many teams. That's crazy. So let's go find Ish Smith, man. Ish Smith might be the savior of our challenge. He might be the savior of our challenge. So he's in free agency. I could just add him. Okay, all right. Ish Smith played for the Wizards, which would be new. He played for Detroit, which will be new. He played in the 70s for the 76ers, which will be new. He played in New Orleans. We already got that Rondo. He played in OKC. Yup. Philly. Yup. Phoenix. Yes. Orlando. It's Smith. You're playing rotational minutes for us, bro. You're the perfect guy for this challenge. Oh my God, it's so many teams. So let me go through this again. He played in Washington. This is about to be a minute. He played in Detroit. He played with the 76ers. He played with New Orleans. I think we already got that because we have Rondo, right? Yep, Pelicans are done. OKC, done. Philly, we already got. He's been there a couple times. Phoenix, boom. Milwaukee, added to the list. Oh my God, this is just with 2 players. Orlando, Orlando Magic, done. The Warriors. The Warriors, bro, this man is Smith has been around the league. I already got, did I get Milwaukee? I got Orlando, got the Memphis Grizz right there. Sheesh. And then Houston is the last one. This is just, what we have checked right now is just Rondo and Ish Smith. Now let's add Jeff Green to the mix. So this is just 3 players. 3 players that we would have in a rotation. That is insanity. That is insane. Easily done, right? So now we just formulate our rotation to have Ish Smith, Rondo, and Jeff Green to be playing rotational minutes. And then we make sure those other 7 players are elite. We know Kawhi is here to stay. So we'll take Toronto and San Antonio off the list. And now this just leaves us with these. Now this is where things get weird, because we've already accounted for every single Tobias Harris team. So technically to us, he doesn't hold any value in the challenge. So we have to trade Toby away. I don't want to do it. I would love to keep Toby on the team right now, but I think we have to trade Toby away for a guy that helps the challenge. Oh my God. Trevor Ariza and Julius Randle helped the challenge. Sebastian Napier is a guy that helped to an extent, but we don't need Sebastian Napier anymore. That's a deal. Oh my, Trevor Ariza? Now, the only problem with this is that the back half of our rotation is going to be bunts. Trevor Ariza, Rondo, Jeff Green, and who is it? Ish Smith. Those are 4 players that are cool, but if you're trying to win a championship, you probably don't want to play all of them, but we're going to have to in today's video. I can't believe I spent this much time on this challenge, bro, but I refuse to go home empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? You know what's insane, though? Trevor Ariza, only team that he checks for us is Portland. The only team he checks for us is Portland, so it's not worth to even keep him on the team. We got Julius Randle. He'll count for the Knicks. But that's it. So we don't need to worry about having him as a rotational player. Okay. We went back to it, y'all. Here's my reasoning. We already got Utah because we got Jeff Green. Indiana, we're getting back with Victor Oladipo. Clint Capella, we already had Houston. We don't have Atlanta yet, but we can get Atlanta back. But we're getting Jokic, who only counts for 1, but it's a big one to help us win a championship. That's a W. So I will take off the Indiana Pacers because we have Victor Oladipo. I will take off the Miami Heat because we have Victor Oladipo. And I will take off the Nuggets because we have Jokic. We have 4 final teams to go. That's it. We're traded for Dwight Howard. Brandon Clark doesn't help the challenge because we already have his team. Isaiah Thomas is a guy we don't need anymore. But we're getting Dwight Howard, who accounts for 2 because we have the Charlotte Hornets and Atlanta Hawks that we still need to check off. DeLon Wright doesn't help us now, so we'll probably flip him. But Dwight is here to stay. So add Charlotte and Atlanta to the list. And these are the last 2 teams, Portland and Minnesota. I need to trade Richaun Holmes. That's it. I need to trade Richaun Holmes because technically we can keep Melo in here and he would be Portland. And then Minnesota at the moment is Malik Beasley. Then we're done. We trade Richaun Holmes. We just trade Richaun Holmes. And then we got the 10-man, we got a 10-man rotation. We don't need DeLon Wright. So I'll throw Richaun Holmes DeLon. Oh my God, I forgot Trevor Reeves making $12 million. I'm trading for Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose would count for Minnesota and he would help because we need a shooting guard. Are we good? Jayshawn Tate, I'm sorry, you can't get minutes on this team. Oh, you know what? We didn't even need to do that trade. We actually can't use Derrick Rose. I'm trading Malik Beasley for nothing. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Victor Oladipo a shooting guard, go Derrick Rose at the 1. Boom. We have a 10-man rotation. When we take Jayshawn Tate out, we have a 10-man rotation that accounts for all 30 NBA teams. It took me an hour to do it, but it has been done. Because we have Melo in the lineup and we have Derrick Rose, that is completely done. Now I'm going to go back and check my work because I would hate for this video to come out I'm waiting for this video to come out, and I messed up somewhere, so give me a minute. This is what I'm doing, by the way. I'm looking at the standings and going up and down my roster just to make sure. And so far, Eastern Conference checked. It's done. All 30 teams are accounted for. The worst thing that can happen is that we don't win a championship. You know what I'm saying? We just spent way too much time on it. There's a big win. Kawhi, keep doing your thing. Jokic with the triple. Ooh, no turnover, 16 assists game. That's all right. We're good. We're good. I'm confident. Here we go. Joel Embiid won MVP. I'm just so ready to win this championship, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Steve Clifford wins Coach of the Year, which makes sense. He's got me as the general manager. Orlando. We have Jokic. Okay, NBA second team, 18, 6, 12 and a half, and about 9 with 1.5 turnovers. Look at that turnover or assist to turnover ratio for the big fella. You love to see it. So of course we're the 1 seed because you saw what team we put together, man. These boys can hoop. I'm really hoping that our star players carry us long term, because we still do have Rondo, Ish Smith, and like Jeff Green, who wasn't bad. I mean, Jeff Green wasn't bad this year in a rotation. So I'm just hoping that our star players can really carry. First round is against the Bulls. I ain't really worried about no 8 seed. And now we go to the Milwaukee Bucks, who have Bradley Beal, Marvin Bagley. This is a younger team. They got Ben Simmons at the 1-2. So they're capable of taking 1 game out of 7. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Donovan Mitchell's here. Donovan Mitchell and Clint Capella. This is the Jokic team. And Malcolm Brogdon. Can they get their revenge? They won that trade to an extent because they got 3 really, really good players. We got the MVP of the league, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different, all right? Russell Westbrook back in OKC with Zion, and they're in the finals, all right? Game 1 is Orlando win. Give me my ring, man. It took me way too long to get this challenge done, but we did it. Jokic wins finals MVP. 10-man rotation of players that accumulated all 30 NBA teams. 30 different nope, not 30 different cities. 30 different organizations. Definitely a video that I didn't expect having to take this long, but I'm happy it did, man. We got the championship. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.